This episode is for the parent who braces every time hurry up becomes a battle. You know the scene. You need to leave. You call for shoes. 5 minutes later, the kitchen looks like a standoff, and a 10-minute wait has somehow become a 10-minute meltdown. I want to name that moment because naming it matters. It helps us slow down enough to try something different. You're not alone in this.
It feels like walking on eggshells sometimes. One small delay, and suddenly everything is at stake. That's what so many families know too well.
Why is waiting so hard? 2 quick truths. Developmentally, children's tolerance for uncertainty is still growing, and a surprise delay can overload their regulation system. Add in hunger, tiredness, or sensory overwhelm, and it becomes combustible. None of this means you're failing. These are expected tensions between adult schedules and developing brains. So here's the one core idea for today. Think of short, predictable waiting tasks, 30 to 90-second micro-practices that we teach and rehearse so predictable delays become calm, learnable moments instead of storms. Call it the waiting room, a tiny toolkit children can own. The goals are simple: reduce surprise, build agency, and keep dignity intact.
Tiny tasks that fit into the 5 seconds between coat on and we're late. I like that. Small things, repeated, can change how a child experiences waiting.
Okay, quick menu of task categories and what they're for. First, sensory anchors. A 30-second deep breath with a squishy object or a small blitter bottle to watch. Purpose, calm the body. Second, micro challenges. 60 seconds of a silly counting game or a tongue twister. Purpose, redirect focus and build tolerance to delay. Third, storytelling beats. A one-line prompt that the child adds to each time we wait. Like, in one sentence, add the next line of our traveling monster story. Purpose, predictable creativity. Fourth, movement swaps. Stomp, tap, or a 2-step sway. Purpose, release excess energy without leaving the cue. Each one is short, repeatable, and age-adaptable. Let's make this concrete for toddlers. Try a 30-second sensory anchor. Hold a soft ball and breathe together. Parent script. Okay, shoes in 2, then we do our star breaths with the squish ball. Press and breathe with me. 1, 2, 3. Ready? Go. Keep your voice calm. Parents can practice this once at bedtime when there's zero pressure, just as a short game. That rehearsal makes it easier to use when you're actually in line at the supermarket. For school-age kids, step it up to 60-second micro-challenges and choice scaffolds. Offer a menu. Would you like the counting challenge, count all the red cars for 60 seconds, or the storyline? Add 1 sentence to our story. Framing it as a choice gives agency. Use short rules. 1 sentence, then your turn's done. Then stick to it. This builds tolerance because the child learns the delay is predictable and that they keep some control. Teen adaptations are about privacy and respect. Private playlists. Agree on a 2-minute playlist of calming songs for waiting mode. The teen controls the list. Breath anchors. A simple box breath app or a 3-count inhale, hold, and out. Text-based pacts work. If we get stuck waiting, text the code word and I'll check in 2 minutes. The pact keeps dignity and avoids patronizing. Avoiding babying language is key here. Treat them like a partner in the plan. And for families who are neurodivergent or sensory sensitive, short is the priority. Movement-first tasks for kids who need motion, low language options for literal thinkers, and always test in a low-stakes moment before trying it publicly. A 20-second movement swap may be a 90-second sensory bottle for some children. 2 tiny rehearsal rituals to try this week. Number 1, the car demo. When you're driving and not rushed, practice a 60-second micro-challenge. Say the superhero name challenge for 60 seconds. Keep it playful and brief. Number 2, the snack line rehearsal. Next time you're waiting for your coffee, rehearse the 1-sentence story beat with your child. Helpful phrasing to borrow. We're doing our waiting game now. Your job is 1 sentence, then it's done. Rehearsal makes the pattern familiar and less surprising. Public use and dignity. Quick lines to keep onlookers neutral and protect your child. We're practicing a waiting skill, thanks. If someone offers a shiny distraction, you can say, "Thanks, we're good. We're using a practice right now." Avoid turning tasks into bribery. If a task looks like a reward, name it differently. Say, "This is our waiting game to help you practice being patient," rather than, "If you wait, I'll give you a treat." The difference matters for long-term tolerance.
If a task starts making waiting worse, the child becomes more upset, overstimulated, or repeatedly refuses, that's a sign to stop, regroup, and shorten or change the task. It's not failure, it's data. Troubleshooting and red flags. If tasks consistently escalate, if waiting triggers intense meltdowns that don't calm with these strategies, or if your child can't tolerate even very short delays across settings, it's time to seek more support. Your GP, a pediatrician, or a psychologist can help rule out sensory processing differences, anxiety disorders, or other needs. And please, set expectations. Growth will be gradual. These micro practices are scaffolds, not overnight cures. Remember, short, consistent, and predictable wins over flashy fixes. Small repeats build a new story for waiting. A final grounding. You don't need to fix everything today. Try one of the 2 tiny experiments this week, the car demo or the snack line rehearsal, and notice what changes. Keep your language simple, make the practice predictable, and protect your child's dignity in public. And if you need the words, take this one away. You've got this. We aren't supposed to parent alone. You don't have to win, you just have to persist. If this episode helped, please subscribe so you get more short, practical ideas like this. Try one small task this week and let it feel small. That's the point. See you next time.